I'm going to move on now and bring in our other speakers. So it's my pleasure to introduce Penny Emerit, who's representing QA Hospital and Portsmouth Hospital Trust.
Thank you. I was going to share with you some reflections from the past few months. But I'm going to focus my comments on our relatively recently launched strategy, which I think links very nicely with what my colleagues have said about the way in which we need to work differently together with partners across health and care. So just to start with, us as a relatively new leadership team, and therefore we've taken the time to really think about the areas where we need to focus as an organisation, both in terms of our future direction, but also about being really clear of the areas that we need to address and the areas that we need to improve on. And we've changed the way that we work internally as an organisation. And that's not to bore you with our internal structures, but it gives you a sense of the range of services that we're responsible for in the hospital. So we launched our new strategy at the beginning of July, and that coincided with the 70th anniversary of the NHS. We developed our strategy in partnership with staff, with our patients and with the wider community, and I can see some people in the audience today who were involved with supporting us to develop that strategy. So I'd like to thank people who were involved in that, but really importantly to say that this was just the start of the journey. This was our listening exercise to understand what it was that people were looking for from us as an organisation and how we would need to work in the future. So I'd really encourage you to continue working with us to think about how do we now implement this strategy, how do we live by the things that we've said that we will do. Hopefully many of you have either got a copy of the strategy or seen it online. This is a summary of where we got to. And there are a few themes that come through this really strongly. The first is around working together. So that was a real commitment both to work together within the hospitals, between departments, so that your care is joined up around you, as opposed to how our departments work individually, and to make sure that we're making it as easy as possible for you to access the services that you need. I'll carry on. And the other piece is about how we work with our partner organisations. So being really clear that to deliver the care that you expect and deserve, we need to work very closely with other organisations. And David and Tom have talked about integrated out-of-hospital care, and we're really clear that as the acute provider we have a very clear role in that, both in terms of how we work with organisations that provide services within the hospital, but also what we might need to do out in the community. The other piece that's really important in the strategy is that we got the balance right between getting the basics right and fixing some of the things that have been long-standing issues of the organisation, but also looking to the future and thinking about what do we need to do differently to make sure that we do have a set of services that are sustainable going into the future. So just to share some examples of where we've focused, particularly around our quality improvement, but also around our operational performance. So I'm sure many of you will have heard about our recent CQC inspection and the report that was published in early August. We were really pleased to see that the CQC had acknowledged the journey that we were on as an organisation to improve some of the areas, and that those have been noted. And we absolutely recognise that there is more to do, and the areas that they identified in terms of focus for us, we are absolutely looking to make sure that we improve on. We're also though really proud of some of the services that we deliver. Our critical care services were outstanding across the board, and we need to make sure that we're sharing some of that learning across our organisation within all of our services to make sure that all of our services are delivering to that high standard. The other area, and hopefully the slide is in the right place for what I'm about to say, the other area that we're absolutely focused on, of course, is our urgent care performance. customers. So when you turn up at A&E, making sure that you get the service that you deserve there. We have made real strides in terms of improving that, in terms of timeliness, in terms of quality of care that you receive. There is further to go, and we do need to continue to work with other organisations to make sure that we're addressing the needs of our patients there. We see close to 350 patients every day through our A&E department, so it is very busy, and we need to think differently about how we can address what it is that you're looking for us to do when we come into the department. So I think I'll leave it there, just in terms of our future direction and some of our areas of focus.
Thank you, Penny. Very, very helpful. That's an overview.